Hey, what's up guys? Snow's here, and no, this is not a vlog. You see, if you clicked on this video, it's because of one of two reasons. Either you're a subscriber and you enjoy the content that I make, or you're here to check out this, the camera with which I'm shooting right now. That's the GX850, and I called it a mistake, a $550 mistake. Let's talk about why here on Snow's Tech. Let me start by saying this. This is my opinion and my opinion only. I am in no way an image quality guru or anything like that, but I like cameras and I like the way they work, and I appreciate good, crisp video, as you can see from most of my B-roll. And also, this is strictly talking about the video capabilities of the camera because I don't use it for stills. I use it only for video. Although apparently this thing is amazing for pictures. I'll link a website down below. You can go check it out if that's what you're into. But this video here is strictly for the video capabilities. Let's talk about why I bought this camera first. The main reason is that I want my cameras to not move at all, except for one. Like for example, the camera I'm shooting with right now, the Panasonic G7, is placed in a specific spot. The moment I move it, it takes so long for me to be able to place focus back exactly where it was, or make sure that the framing is right, and this disrupts my workflow. So to make my workflow faster, I wanted to buy a secondary camera that was equivalent to this one and was compatible with all of the accessories, so I can basically shoot all of my B-roll with it and leave the Panasonic G7 where it is. One of the main reasons why I chose this one is because, well, it was 550 bucks and it has a micro four thirds sensor and a removable lens. What? Holy crap, the sensor is closed when the camera's off. I didn't know that. That's awesome. And the last reason why I bought this one is because I wanted to shoot in 4K, which it does, just like the G7, just like any cameras that I will buy from now on. I am not a 1080p peasant, and I will never go back. I also understood full well that when I bought this camera, I would have some caveats to work around. First of all, it's not fully adjustable, meaning that you can't control the exposure 100%. Pretty much at all times you can control the shutter speed and the aperture, but the exposure controls will always switch on you. Like earlier, that shot that I made, I was basically just shooting it with a locked aperture and a locked shutter speed, but it was still compensating with the ISO. So if you're feeling artsy and you want to do something where everything is blown out, forget about it. This camera's not gonna let you do that. The second thing I knew is that it has a 5-minute recording limit in 4K, which means that I can't record more than 5 minutes. But that wasn't an issue because what I wanted this camera for, remember, was B-roll. And when I shoot B-roll, I shoot a maximum of 30 seconds at a time, which means that 5 minutes was plenty of time. And of course, the last thing was that it doesn't have any kind of cine-like profile. The profile, you have to adjust it by yourself directly inside of the camera, but it doesn't have any predetermined profile like the G7, Cine-like V, or Cine-like D. But on the G7, when I do my B-roll, I mostly shoot at just the standard picture profile. I don't go with the Cine-like D or Cine-like V, and all of my B-roll, well, you can judge by yourself by going into my channel and digging up some of the B-roll, but it's all crisp, clean, and it looks great. So I bought it, I received it, I tried it out, and boom, issue number one, the overheating. The camera's supposed to last 5 minutes before it starts to overheat. In my case, I wasn't using it for 5 minutes straight. I was using it for 10 seconds at a time. And when I do my B-roll, I shoot, I turn to the product or to the project I'm working on, and I shoot again for about 10 seconds, and I do that over and over. The thing is, the camera started to overheat before I even hit the 5-minute mark. And my garage is cold, and it kind of defeated the purpose of why I bought this camera, which was to increase my workflow. In this case, it's just replacing one problem, which was moving the camera, for another one, which was overheating. The second issue I had, which was completely my fault, I thought the HDMI had a live out, an HDMI clean out, so I can connect it to my computer and use it as a super high quality webcam whenever I want to start my late night show. Details coming soon, maybe. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna make it happen. HDMI out does not work. It's only for playback. And yeah, honestly, that's pretty much it. These are the issues that I've had with this camera. So I'm gonna keep it because it does do a lot of great things. And if you stayed up to now, Hopefully you won't bash me in the comments for just shitting on the camera. If you're a vlogger, the camera is amazing at 1080p. The crop factor compared to 4K is actually better. You get a bigger field of view. The flip out screen also means that you can see yourself clearly whenever you're vlogging or whenever you're positioning yourself for a shot. The MFT sensor is great for low light. I know there's so much better than MFT like APS-C or full frame or Super 35, but at this price range, you're not getting anything besides this. I mean, you could compare this to the RX 100 Mark V, and this still beats it out in low light. You can shoot 60 FPS 1080p for 20 minutes or 1080p for as long as your SD card and your battery works. And it's super compact, so I don't have to worry about people freaking out if I pull this out in a mall, in a store, or in prison. Did I mention this camera is great for prison? So hopefully you've enjoyed the video, enjoyed all of the B-roll that I've intersected into it that was shot by this little beauty here. You can support me on Patreon if you'd like. It would be greatly appreciated. Thanks to Felinkos, you're still my one and only patron. You can click right here to see my latest video and right here to subscribe. Have yourselves a great day, stay frosty, and I'll see you on the next video. Alright? I just gotta stand here and point in the right areas. Why do I keep doing that? Oh my god.